going on, guys? Fast in the Grass here. Just gonna do a quick rod and reel arsenal video. Uh, did it the other day and ended up deleting it by accident, so I guess I'm gonna redo it. But yeah, I'm gonna start off with rods that I don't have reels for right now. My first Veritas, this is the original one. As you can see, it's a bit yellow here. It's a 6.6 medium heavy with a moderate fast tip. I use this for like lighter crankbaits, treble hook baits, some small Texas rigs and stuff like that. I actually broke one of the inserts. I don't know if you can see it right there, but I got it warranted and they gave me another one which is over here too with a reel on it. But I'm just going to grab a new reel for that one since it's only a guide insert. It's not that big of a deal. I can still use it. This is my 711 flipping stick, 711 heavy. I actually broke this a couple months ago fishing for pike, so I'm just waiting on a new one from Abu. Gotta love their warranty system, it's pretty good, so gets you a new rod pretty quick. And this is a 7-foot Black Max. I ended up trading this for one of my Veritaases that I had a double for from my buddy. I wanted a 7-foot, and I'm gonna use this for a lot of my jigs and stuff like that. I forgot to mention this 711 I pretty much exclusively use for punching and flipping. And yeah, just need another reel for this bad boy and she's good to go too. Next is my frogging rod. 7-foot, heavy Veritas, extra fast tip. I really like this thing for working frogs. You can walk a frog like a dream with this thing. Even the live targets, which in my experience don't walk very well, takes a lot of effort to actually make them walk, but this thing is pretty awesome. It's nice and beefy. Haven't broke any fish off on it yet, so good. And I got this paired up with a Black Max reel. This is actually the second Black Max I've bought. I've put a lot of like fish on these Black Maxes and I find them to be really reliable. I have had more expensive reels crap out on me, and I don't know, I would definitely suggest them for the beginner to intermediate angler. If you want something more expensive and faster, yeah, probably go with something better like the Revos or something like that. But if you're just starting out too, great budget reel. And I got this spooled up with 20-pound Power Pro, or not Power Pro, sorry, KastKing braid. One of my buddies bought a big spool of it and let me try it out. I really like it. Next we have a 6.6 medium and a Black Max. This is actually my original Black Max reel I bought. I have beat the absolute crap out of this thing, and it has withstood the test of time. I thought it was broken. There was some weird clicking going on in it. Took it apart, oiled and greased it, and she's been good to go ever since. This rod I mainly throw like light Senkos on, shaky heads, jerk baits, all those small treble hook baits or small single hook baits that are lightweight. Next up, the replacement 6.6 medium heavy. I throw a lot of square bills on this, Texas rig worms with like lighter weights. This is a 1/4 ounce weight on here with the missile baits, Tomahawk 8.75. I got the Pro Max reel on here, 7:1 gear ratio. I usually have this on my frog rod, but I went out for pike a little bit ago before it closed up, and this is the setup I was using, so just stuck with that. There is 15-pound big game on here. Next is a Quantum combo. I did not buy this one. This was actually free rod, which is pretty decent. You can never complain with a free combo. This is the Tour Classic IM8. This is a 6.6 medium heavy, fast action, but I use this for like crankbaits, rattle traps. It's got a 5:1 gear ratio Quantum Classic reel on it. I like it. It's a bit bulky, but really I got big, long, lanky fingers, so it fits good in the hand. This is the only 5-gear ratio reel I have, so I use this for like deeper crankbaits and stuff like that too. I usually spool this up with mono, and this is 15-pound big game on here as well. Next up is a rod I haven't really used very much. I bought this thing about 3 years ago, Ugly Stick GX2. It's a medium heavy 7-foot. I bought it for a punching rod. This thing has an incredibly long handle on it, so I'm thinking about using this out for swim baits this year. I'm kind of newer to the whole swim bait game, but I got a couple that I think I could definitely throw this on, just like lighter 1 ounce swim baits. And yeah, I got this paired up with a Sapphire Crest reel. This was actually off the first combo I ever bought for Baitcaster, and I broke the rod. The reel's still good, not the best reel ever, but for what I'm going to use it for, I'm not going to use swim baits very often this year. I'm kind of new to it, so I'm okay with using a cheaper reel on this. It's got a decent drag on it, so I'll just use that for now till I get a new reel. And lastly, my 2 spinning rods. This is a Berkley Trout Dough, 7-foot medium light. I'm going to be using this a lot for crappie and stuff this year, bluegill, pan fishing, maybe even the odd trout if I end up getting out. But I just slapped my ice fishing Rapala reel on here. I don't really need a heavy duty reel for this rod. It's so light that I can probably get away with most applications using this ice fishing reel. And I got 4-pound Sufix fluorocarbon on this. And yeah, I'm just going to use this for lighter applications and stuff, maybe some light drop shots, and see how that goes this year. If I do go trout fishing, I'll probably end up putting this reel on it, but this is my 7-foot medium ugly stick. This is actually one of the first combos I ever bought. I've had this reel, it's the Cardinal 302i, for about 8 years now, and this thing has held up. It's just withstood the test of time, absolutely. I actually had a buddy fall on this while walking down a trail, and I thought it was going to be totally screwed, never usable again, and it still works. It's got the slightest little click to it, but really, it's nothing. Like, for an 8-year-old reel, this thing's performed unreal. I would not go any other company than Abu Garcia for spinning reel again. Even casting reels, I love them. Obviously, I have a bunch of them, but their spinning reels are something else. If this reel can last 8 years, I'm gonna stand by that. And this is 7 medium ugly stick. I've had this for about 6 years. I had one earlier about 10 years ago, and it actually got broken. It was not warrantyable, but whatever. I just bought a new one. It's like $50 anyways, right? So it doesn't really matter to me. And yeah, 6 years, she's still good. But yeah, guys, if you want to leave a comment below, I'll try and do my best to answer any questions you guys have. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great too. And have a good weekend, guys. Take it easy.